Sweet dreams. Growing up, my mom and I had always been close. She would play games with me, watch movies, and at night, she would read me stories. Sometimes, they were the normal stories that would be read to a young girl of my age. A princess is locked up somewhere, and a prince saves her at the end. But other times, she would read me dark tales. The kind of story that caused nightmares in normal adults and children. The kind that kept you up at night, though they didn't scare me quite so much. I didn't understand why I wasn't afraid of the monster stories that my mother read to me, so on the night of my 10th birthday, I asked her, "Mommy," I asked, "why don't monsters scare me? Is it because I know they aren't real?" "Honey, monsters are very real," she said from the doorway. "I see them every day. And the whole reason I read you these stories is because I know that one day you will too. I don't know why you aren't afraid. Maybe you're just my strong little girl." With that, she turned from the room and turned out the light, uttering a few last words before she left my room. "Don't worry, Talia, my dear. I'll be scared enough for the both of us. I love you. Sweet dreams." She closed my door, leaving me in utter darkness with my own thoughts. That night, I couldn't sleep. Something felt off ever since my mom told me the stories were real. Just as the first light of day began to seep into my room, I heard my father scream, and I shot out of bed and ran down the hall, running into my parents' room. I shrieked when I saw my mom laying against the wall dead. Her neck was slit and the knife laid in her chest. My father turned to see me and scrambled onto his feet to get me out of the room. But he wasn't able to block my view before I saw what was scrawled on the wall in my mother's blood. "Sweet dreams and soft sleep from now into forever, my dear." But the message isn't what scared me. No, what scared me was the giant thing standing next to it. Something that could only be described as a demon. Its face consisted of what could only be guessed as a mouth which spread end to end on either side, and a pair of pitch-black eyes which held only malice. Other than that, nothing. Its body was thin, but you could tell by the way it stood with a twisted sense of pride that it was powerful. It moved as though it were a puppet master, lifting its hands in the air as though it were going to say, "Welcome to the show." Then it wiggled its thin fingers at me as if it were saying goodbye. As I got older, I saw it from time to time, when the people around me disappeared or were found brutally murdered. It always seemed delighted by its own work. Though, now, when people would come to ask questions, police, about each murder, I told them I knew nothing about what happened. Because when I had been a child and told them about the evil monster that followed me, they just sent me to shrinks until I said I didn't believe in that thing anymore. Eventually, I finally stopped seeing it. My friends stopped dying, and everything was going well again. I got married, had a beautiful son, and I was so happy. It was as though the evil beast had gotten bored with me. But now, sitting in my room in the darkness, I heard movements in my son's room down the hall. And in the pitch-black night, I ran to his room. I flipped on the light and ran into his nursery, and there it was, standing over his crib, staring down at him. And for the first time ever, I heard it speak to me. I choose who shall see me. Its voice was gravelly and sinister. I choose whether you live or die. This is my game, you see. All you can do is warn your poor child. I'll give you 10 years. On the night of his 10th birthday, you will see me, and so will he. And you will be free from your pitiful life. No. Please, no, you can take me. I swallowed back the lump in my throat. But leave my son. Please don't ruin his life as you did mine. Give him a chance in life. Let him be happy. You will tell him about this dark world, and he will be mine to take, the monster growled. No. No, I won't let you have him, I said, tears filling my eyes. I'd sooner leave and take you with me. You will not have my son. I ran at the demon, and it gave an enraged scream, grabbing me by my throat. I can kill you at any time I want. Make no mistake about that. It threw me across the room, and my son woke, crying out, You will tell him. It is what your mother did and what her mother did before her. I will not. I will not do to my son what my mother did to me. I ran from the room and into the kitchen. Taking a knife in my hand, the thing followed me. I charged at it, but it threw me back. I will make you regret your life, it said. No, you need me, I said. You need me to get to him. That's why you want me to fill his mind with these stories. Well, I won't do it. It's not happening. I lifted the knife and plunged it into my own chest. The thing shrieked in agony, and it began bleeding from its chest. I won't let you take my son, I said, feeling the life seep from my body as I saw the beast fall and die with me. Then light. I was home, but I knew that it wasn't over for everyone. I knew my demon wasn't the only one, wasn't the worst one. No, it wasn't over yet.